You're watching the Coach Bo Frye Show, brought to you by the following fine sponsors. Ace Cuts, Albert Sporting Goods, All Glaze Equipment Rental, Buffalo Wild Wing, Capability, Salina Cycle Center, Eagle Loan Company of Salina, Eagle 767, FCA, Fowler's TV, Freedom Marketing Strategies, Guarneri's Pub and Pizzeria, JT's Brew and Grill, Larry Schaff Auto Sales, MHS Alumni Foundation, Miller Funeral Homes, Minster Bank, Neck and Back Pain Relief Center, Plus One Professionals Real Estate, Writer Rooters, Roots Pub, St. Mary's Foundry, Sean Barnett Electrical, Spees Chiropractic and Wellness Center, Spring Street Storage, TSC, and Varsity Lanes.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this edition of the Bo Frye Show. I'm Joe Hurlbert. Down on the other end, that's head coach Bo Frye. And joining us this week is Keelan Baker and L.J. Ruane, both offensive linemen. Gentlemen, glad to have you aboard.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for having me here.
All righty, let's take a look at, we're going to jump right into our clips from last week, but before we go into it, give us an overall assessment, Coach, of how your ball club played.
We started a little slow. I think anytime you get in the playoffs, you're kind of feeling each other out. You don't know a lot about the school you're playing. But I thought our kids played hard. I always say there's a point in the playoffs where you look down at the ground and you say, do you still want to play? Are you ready for this thing to be over? And I'm proud of our kids for saying we still want to play. Good.
Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do right off the bat. We're going to discuss the elephant in the room, and that's the play that we spent maybe 20 minutes discussing. So we've got the play, and Bill and Zach will really go in depth from the official standpoint on rules of the game. But I want to know your perspective of what took place, your conversation that you had with the referee, and how you think the decision that was eventually made came out, because the things that I have heard, they got it totally wrong. So
first and foremost, I really enjoy this crew. We've had them a few times. They're good people, and I don't like to yell at officials, or it's not really my thing. You know, there's a lot of guys that lose their crap, and I think they kind of look like babies when they're doing that. You just have to communicate with them, and the communication was that they screwed up, and I knew they screwed up, and I kind of expected them to get it right. I think the arguments with my wife I've had throughout my lifetime has really started to pay off, you know what I mean? Keeping your cool, and just kind of knowing that, how are we going to get this right? They started off by saying that our holder's knee was down, and he couldn't get up because his knee was down, which isn't true, or else you would never be able to fake a field goal in the game of football, and you would never be able to kick an extra point because your holder's knee would be down.
And if he happens to bobble the football, he can't get up and run.
He can't get up. So that was wrong first. And second off, Luke's knee was not down. He was getting up when the ball was snapped. And then, so that's what the main gripe was about. That's what they called. So they said they blew a whistle after we were already 20 yards downfield. So I said, go get the rule book. He said, I'll have to use a timeout if we go get the rule book. I said, I'll use the timeout, go get the rule book. The rule book came back. Obviously, that was right. He said, but you had an illegal man downfield, number 95. I said, 95 is an eligible number, and 95's been playing tight end all night. And the guy on the sideline says, yes, he's right. So they went back in, huddled up again, and then they just conceded defeat, said, hey, we screwed up, but there was an inadvertent whistle, so they couldn't give us the touchdown, so they gave us the ball at the 10-yard line. So that's when they said the inadvertent whistle happened.
Okay, so how did they determine the 10-yard line?
They said when the whistle blew, that was where the inadvertent whistle happened. You know, so whenever the inadvertent whistle happens, that's where the ball has to stop. So they said that Johnny Youngs was at the 10-yard line when the inadvertent whistle blew. Hey, it made both sides at least somewhat happy.
I think that's what their goal was. They took the 7 points off to appease Copley and gave you the ball at the 10, which only turned into 3 because we didn't get in the end zone. But you know,
I'm appreciative that they at least took the time. A lot of times crews will just turn around and say, you're dumb, and tell you whatever. Yeah. But if I wouldn't have held my ground, they would have had the ball at the 40-yard line, and the game probably might have went the other way.
Absolutely. And again, keep in mind that during rules of the game, I'm sure Bill Krug and Zach, they're going to go in depth a little bit from the official standpoint of how it all should shake out.
Yeah.
So,
but anyhow, back to the crew though, they did a great job with it. I'm appreciative that they knew they screwed up and they got somewhat right. So.
Yeah. So while this is all going down, you guys were involved with this. Yeah. So what are you guys doing on the sideline? You trying to stay loose? I mean, this was like a 15, 20-minute delay.
I was just sitting there hoping we got the touchdown, but we didn't. So I had to get back out there and try and score.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Jake just told us to sit down and rest our legs. It was pretty long, but, it is what it is, I guess.
It seemed really fast to me, man. I was kind of in a war, So all I know is I needed people to get away from me because everyone was crowding up on me. I was like, just give me some daggone space here, guys. Let me work, Yeah. So
and I'll tell you what, you give them credit, the officials, because they don't see what we see.
No, yeah.
I mean, we can run this thing back over 40 times, which I think we probably did, and kind of gave our point of view on it and showed it. And the camera work was unbelievable about how, and you could see Luke's knee actually coming up. But they don't have that.
If I would have done it all over again, I would have warned the guy on our sidelines I was about to fake the field goal. But I didn't know I was going to do it until about 2 seconds before I did it. So it kind of just came to me.
So it sounds good. All right, we'll continue on with the clips. Of course, the Rough Riders finished with 427 yards of total offense. Defense gave up 462. But I think the real key, when you look at the time of possession, 29 and a half minutes, and they had it for 14. So we'll give them credit. When they had the ball, they were productive.
Yeah, they're a good football team. They're a good offense. I mean, they're gigantic, as you see. But the time of possession comes down to these guys like these two sit next to us. All right, if they can do their job and keep grinding guys and keep us on the field, we're a good football team. And our offense runs through our offensive line. It always has been. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So here's a pretty good tackle in the backfield. I thought our defense played hard. I thought we're starting to make some progress in a lot of areas. Yeah.
Two things that stuck out in my mind, and you probably have addressed them this week.
Yeah.
The missed tackles.
Yeah.
And getting beat deep.
Yeah. That's what you're seeing it right there. I mean, it's we're young in the back half, and people have athletes,
and that's true.
It's true.
And sometimes you create your own problems.
Yeah, sometimes we just can't get our own way.
But it's neat to watch this group come together because look, they made a mistake. Offense, let's put it together. Let's take another one and put it in the end zone. Am I correct?
Yeah. Yeah, basically we're just here to score every drive, no matter what. I mean,
that's kind of what we just.
Did you guys know? And I learned this way back when. Did you know that every offensive play, every one is designed to score?
Yeah. Yeah, they preach that in practice.
Every one. Skip Bachman thing, wasn't it?
Yeah. So when it doesn't score, then something breaks down.
Yeah.
All right,
here we go. We got some offensive line stuff here. Oh, here we go. We got some pass pro. Doesn't happen much. Or screen.
This was excellent. This is just well executed.
Yeah, I was disappointed it didn't come to me because I love doing that screen block, but it was fun watching him run on the field.
Baker got out there.
Yeah, we practice all the time, and I'm glad it's finally paid off.
Yeah. Things we do in practice we haven't really used much this year. You're starting to see.
And that was one of the things a lot of people asked me about. They threw the football. I said, it's not that they can't.
Yeah.
They just don't need to.
We just haven't needed to. And, I mean, you have to kind of take what the defense is giving you, too.
Exactly.
When there's 300-pound bodies sitting in the middle of the defense, sometimes you gotta get a.
Who lined up against the big guy?
He was moving around, but it was over me and Savion this night.
So what'd you think? Did you know what his tendencies were?
Yeah, I knew he wasn't going to move around much, and I know he's big, but if you can get on his hip, you can drive anyone.
And we've seen that in the past. It all comes down to technique.
It really
is.
You
get on his hip, push it, you take him wherever you want.
We spent a lot of time in practice.
Yeah.
I think we took 205 reps in practice yesterday.
Is he probably the biggest D lineman that you've had to face?
For sure, yeah.
And, of course, he's going to Minnesota.
Yeah. Well, the week before that, he got Parker Krim over him all night.
Oh, did you?
So that'd be cool to tell your kids one day, hey, I blocked a kid at Illinois, and I blocked a kid at Minnesota. So when you turn on the Big Ten next year,
Absolutely.
hopefully they're playing, So, plus, you can say you beat them both. Yeah.
One thing about this offense performance by the Riders on Friday, Caleb Schmidt had an outstanding ball game. I think he finished with 33 rushes, 176 yards. But I don't know where those came from. I mean, I looked and I thought, when Zach did the statistics, he had 176 yards. I said, how?
Yeah.
But he was just getting 5,
Yeah.
6, just kept plugging away. Then he busted a couple.
Yeah.
But boy, I tell you what, and
Yeah.
he would be the first to credit his offensive line.
Oh, 100%. You guys like Schmidt, right?
Yeah, I
I
love
love him.
You see, obviously,
He's
he's a good kid.
He's a
man.
motivator,
Yeah,
too.
He's a motivated kid and good person.
All right, let's continue on.
Yeah. You're seeing that. Luke Rammel, baby, bringing it in. Yeah.
Had 2 scores.
We love
through
Luke,
the
too.
air.
Yeah, we love
Yep.
Luke. Protected
Absolutely.
well,
Good job by your special teams unit.
Yeah, Hunter Cold Iron here fielding this. He's like the Luke Rammel 2.0, man. He's the exact same kid.
Yeah.
You're going to see a lot of Cold Iron next year. I feel like they're darn near the same person.
Another pass over the top to
Luke,
Rammel,
yeah.
30-yard, nice fake.
Yeah.
And they bit, and he's wide
Yeah.
open.
It's always good football when that happens.
Here's your defense. Taylor Compton comes in with a big stop.
Yeah, I think we've gotten pretty accustomed to that. Him diving in, making tackles. Our defense is designed for him to make tackles. Haven't done this much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, quite proud of. We had an O lineman in Gallimore who got in on the tackle, and Valdez, our guy Valdez, who you haven't seen much. He plays on the punt team.
Yeah.
He got in on the tackle.
Yeah,
So
it's
2 O linemen on our punt team getting in on the tackles.
Absolutely.
So shout out to Valdez.
Cole Mullins, we had him on the show last week, I believe.
Yeah, big talker, isn't he?
Yeah,
big talker.
He talks as much as LJ does. I'm just kidding.
How about LJ's doing good right now? He's giving
Yeah,
some good insight,
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, polecat, baby.
And this one here just kind of threw him for a loop.
Yeah.
And if it did something, it caused them to burn a timeout.
Yeah. Well, polecat's been in. Well, we kind of got rid of it for most of the season, but we brought it back in here the last few weeks, and we got more than just polecat. It's just we haven't. It's all we used yet.
So after the timeout for that, you came back into a regular set, and again it caused them to burn a timeout.
Yeah, heck of a play here. I saw this. It was a heck of an athletic.
That was a good pitch because they had Grady by the arm, and he.
Yeah, it was a good pitch, and I don't know how Dylan caught that.
Yeah, I was standing right there, man. It was kind of amazing how he caught it. I was legitimately standing right there. I'm like, man, that was impressive.
He grabbed it with one hand.
I kind of stopped for a second. Like, that was a heck of a catch, man. So, yeah. But you're seeing that from Dylan. Dylan's a good athlete. Yeah. There's our exotic shift there, Yeah, there you go.
Good job by the O-line
nice trap.
getting down.
I probably got on the backer. That'd have been you, LJ, on the backer, right?
Yeah.
We're pretty good at running the trap.
Yeah.
We've only done it probably. I'm guessing, man. We probably ran the trap close to 500,000 times in practice. Since June, would you agree?
Yeah, I mean that's
I'd
not,
say
that's
we run
not
an
an exaggeration.
That's not even exaggeration.
Yeah, all the time.
We've probably ran the trap 5,000 times.
You can do it in your
practice.
sleep.
I could. Yeah. People ask how you were able to block all kinds of looks. I said because we've run it 5,000 times. Yes.
It's a good job there. Compton
Good
and
stop.
Zach Myers.
Yeah, good job. Just Myers, yeah. You've had Myers on here. He's a gritty guy, isn't he? Yeah. He's a fun kid. Zach Myers didn't play a down of varsity football last year.
Really?
Yeah, not a single one. Actually, neither did these guys. So there's a lot of guys on this field that you're finally starting to see come into their ability levels.
This is John Young's on the return. The last
It's Trey, but Trey Moore, but we're good.
Oh, was that Trey?
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I've noticed over the last couple of ball games that they're not kicking deep.
No, we haven't got a deep kick. We will this week. I mean, they got a pretty good kicker, Medina Buckeye. So yeah, it's been a while since we had a deep kick. So we'll see if we're ready for that.
We talked about Dylan and his effort. This is just second and third efforts.
A heck of a job by Baker right there, pulling. See that? Nice job.
There's the second one. Yeah.
Baker getting out in front. What do you like about the counter, Baker?
Oh, I love pulling. I mean, it's just like the feeling of being a guard for the first time. You know?
Makes you feel slimmer, doesn't it? Yeah. The counter's like Ozempic for tackles. Sorry, I'm on.
Here's a field goal by Brady Trippett. I bet when you pull and you see a guy standing in the hole, your eyes just light up.
Oh, yeah. Nice tackle again. I don't know who it was, but somebody coming off making a nice play.
Taylor Compton does a good job coming from the
Yeah,
backside.
nice job by Compton. Yep. Yeah, we've been pretty consistently good against the run. So
it's another run by Dylan.
yeah, it's another exotic play by us. You know, it's a good dive play.
Again,
good job by Baker getting off the ball.
Yep.
Cooper Glass on that side getting off the ball. You know, there's a pull cat. Yeah. It's just monitoring, making a play, man.
This was a good decision by him.
Yeah.
We just get what you can get.
Yeah, he's a football player, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
cool, isn't it? Yeah.
So when it's something like that, are you out on the far set?
Yeah.
So you guys are just watching and cheering?
Basically, but
Well, if they pitch it over, we'll run down the field, try and get some blocks.
yeah.
But in the meantime, you're cheering him on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes you feel cool out there, though, doesn't it? Yeah. Baker actually has to be the guy to make sure we're on the ball. You should start putting your hand out and checking with the official. You know, ain't like that's a heck of a play here by Minerding and Fink, you know. Nice catch, nice touchdown. I think that's the one that put us up, maybe. I'm not sure, but just a heck of a play. Heck of a protection.
Owen Hott turns the QB in and gets the tackle.
Yeah, Ott's a heck of a football player. I mean, he has been for 3 years, and you're starting to see him play some really good football. And as long as he keeps doing that, we're going to be okay on defense.
This here's a big first down.
Yeah, this is the end of the game.
This is 4th and short. If you would have stopped, you would have given them 1st and 10 at about the 32-yard line.
Yeah,
gave them a short field. And I thought,
winning by one, right?
Huh?
Winning by one, weren't we?
That's right.
Were you nervous?
I was a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
And here's Caleb's 29-yard touchdown pass. Of course, credit to the O-line on this all the way across the board.
Yeah. Heck of a run by Schmidt. This is the one that put us up ahead. And I mean, it's just good blocking. You see Baker down there on guy, LJ down there downfield getting excited. I mean, you have confidence in your kids when you're getting off the ball, and you got kids that are willing to fight to the whistle. I mean, you can take risks.
Do you guys, when you guys go into a ball game, do you take the mindset that this ball game is going to be determined about how we play? A lot of times, the battle's in the trenches.
Yeah.
It's definitely a won and lost in the trenches.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Especially with what we do, you know.
This is good secondary coverage right here. They knock the ball down.
Yeah, nice job. Yeah, this was getting
People on the
to
sideline
end.
get a little excited when that happens, Coach.
Yeah, everybody gets juiced up when the defense plays well, you know, and then we turn around and do this the next play.
Absolutely. Yep.
21, I believe, right? Yeah, it's Baker getting on the backer. A lot of the trap has to do with, do they get the backer? Do these two guys get the backer or do they not?
Right.
And when these guys get the backer,
Yep.
the trap goes.
Absolutely.
That was probably the 500,000th and first.
Yeah.
I don't even know the number. I'm terrible at math. Time we ran it.
This play here kind of gives Copley a little bit of momentum.
Yeah. You got to show these ones, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, we just missed tackles, man. And it's not because of effort, you know.
I know.
It's just sometimes these receivers in this world we're playing in are athletic. You
Very
know?
athletic.
Playing basketball on turf, and but they're fighting, playing hard, and
Yep.
we're not as bad as we look back there sometimes,
They scored on that shortly after that previous play we just saw, but here's the 2-point conversion, which I thought the defense really put a stop to.
Yeah, get your best friend Matt Murray there on it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I saw that coming. I'm like, oh, here we go, Matt. Yeah, I like Matt. Good kid, plays hard.
Yeah.
He's a talker, but he can play. He's our kryptonite, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have trouble blocking Matt.
This is a good job by Taylor Compton. He goes up for the ball and he ends up getting planted on his back. So
Gets leveled.
this
yes.
one right there kind of pretty much sealed the deal.
No, that was a heck of a job. I mean, we work a lot of onside kicks in practice because people onside kick on us a lot. So we've seen everything.
Are you on the hands team?
Nah.
He could have been. Going into the summer, LJ was a tight end,
Yeah,
So,
I thought
yeah.
he might have been.
And just kind of out of necessity, he moved to tackle, and he's having a heck of a career there. So
this is the victory formation. Obviously, the game's over by this point in time. But I'll tell you what, overall, your thoughts about how you guys played?
I think we did good. We're steadily improving. Like, Ken week, like, we're looking down, but we're getting better, and got to bring that in the playoffs because one loss, you're home.
Absolutely. So I'll tell you what, they are getting better, and so right now we're one and done. We're going to move on, and they're going to take on the Medina Buckeyes, and we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll talk about that ball game this week right after this.
You're watching the Coach Bo Frye Show, brought to you by the following fine sponsors. Ace Cuts, Albert Sporting Goods, All Glaze Equipment Rental, Buffalo Wild Wing, Capability, Salina Cycle Center, Eagle Loan Company of Salina, Eagle 767, FCA, Fowler's TV, Freedom Marketing Strategies, Guarneri's Pub and Pizzeria, JT's Brew and Grill, Larry Schaff Auto Sales, MHS Alumni Foundation, Miller Funeral Homes, Minster Bank, Neck and Back Pain Relief Center, Plus One Professionals Real Estate, Writer Rooters, Roots Pub, St. Mary's Foundry, Sean Barnett Electrical, Spees Chiropractic and Wellness Center, Spring Street Storage, TSC, and Varsity Lanes.
All righty, we welcome you back once again to the Bo Frye Show. I'm Joe Hurlbert, along with Bo Frye, Keelan Baker, and LJ Ruane. And, of course, this week we move on. Of course, it's a road trip, and it's about 2 hours and 45 minutes there. I guess from a player's perspective, talk a little bit about the mindset of boarding your bus and traveling 2 hours and 45 minutes to play.
Yeah, the long road trips are tough because you really got to get off that bus because the other team's at home, they're ready. So if you don't get off that bus and you get punched first, that might be over.
Yeah, I mean, it's really tough getting on the bus and going that far, especially like when you're crammed up for so long and stuff. You're just like not in the right like zone, So definitely gonna have to come off that bus and get ready to fire out.
we're trying to make sure Golden Corral fixes that.
Is that I get that.
We're going to stop at Golden Corral and get out. We're going to move a little while.
You play cards or anything while you're going
I
along?
wish
or
we
whatever?
could. I don't know, man. There's a lot of sleeping being done, I think. So, yeah.
Coach, tell us what you know about Medina. From what I've seen and what I've read, their strength is their offensive line.
Yeah, I'd say they're a very similar old school football program to us. They're very well coached. Coach Dennison, he's been around for a lot of years. They believe in trench play. They were 10-0 for a reason. Very well coached. Like I said, their defense flies around. They're kind of similar to St. Henry-esque, on defense. So, yeah, a well-coached football team, but a team that will honestly like looking in the mirror.
Yeah, that's what I've seen. Their offensive line is good. And they've got good, solid running backs, and I think they're more of a running team.
Yeah, they're a run first. They're an I team. They'll come downhill, but they can throw the ball a little bit. They got a long, tall quarterback. But they throw it. little more than us, but not too much, you know. So yeah.
Exactly. So we're looking for a good ball game, and of course, we're always pulling for the Rough Riders to pull off this big win. How are you guys preparing this week?
Repping the little things and perfecting our craft, really.
Sometimes it's in the details.
It's always in the details, man.
Exactly.
Yeah. We're gonna go on grass too in the rain, so
That's
be
true.
neat. Yeah.
And the big uglies, they like that mud and stuff, don't they? They like to get in and roll around in the mud.
Get a little dirty, right? So.
Well, I'll tell you what. We wish you the best of luck on Friday, and hopefully we'll be back here next week.
Yeah.
And we'll do it again.
It's a plan for sure.
So the Rough Riders will be on the road. They'll be up at Medina to take on Medina Buckeye Bucks, and hopefully Rider Nation Station will be there. But if not, you get a win. We'll be back here next week with the Bo Frye Show. Until that time, so long, everyone.
Thanks for watching another episode of Rider Nation Station. Help us help you by subscribing on YouTube or following us on Facebook.